Okay, this next question is from Skies Chris. When will you retire from playing Dota 2?
Don't know. I mean, I thought about retiring, but I never took. No, like maybe a year ago or two. No, I never took it seriously. Like I was like, maybe I should retire. Like in that sense, like and kind of like, of course I'm not taking it seriously. But sometimes things piss you off way too much, so you're like, dude, I gotta take some time off. I can't take these people that are kind of like annoying me.
You just need a break, right? It's like a relationship. I need a break right now.
It's not really a relationship. It's more like it's like it's happening constantly to you that you would rather just evacuate yourself into not having to deal with it a little bit. Because like, and it could be unlucky stuff. It could be like, I don't know, like apparently there's a car crash in front of your backyard constantly. Like you want to move away from this backyard. Like you have to clean up the backyard every day. And you're like, actually, I'm gone. I'm gonna just go back to my like other house and never deal with this. And there's like piling up backyard like cars and stuff, and somebody has to clean it up, but you don't have to do it anymore. And then you come after 3 months, you come back and you're like, somebody's already having to deal with it. So.
Yeah. All right. This next question is from Jiaying and Aaron LSK. Are you single?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, for a long while already.
All right. Okay, that's it. Eugene Loy asks, will the team's roster remain the same till TI6?
Perhaps. I can never say, like, yes, it is. So my teammates were like, all right, we got it. Time to, get, belly out and not give a single hoot about the fact that, because we're fine, right? We're going to get to TSA. Anyway, it's not a good thing to say anything, pretty much. It's progress in that sense. I prefer that it will be, but it might change.
Okay, Ashraf Marif asks, how do you prepare well mentally before a game?
Everybody's got their own thing to do. Yeah. You got to just make yourself comfortable. Whatever the thing is that makes you comfortable, you just have to do it.
What's your process?
My process, I don't know. Like I gotta eat like before the match, like 2 hours before the match. Like I don't like you can't have it that like somewhere in between. Even though if you're hungry, you should eat, because like when people say like some stuff that when you eat your body gets slower in that sense because it's processing food in that sense and using energy to do it. Yeah, but if you're hungry, then you don't have energy. So like you gotta get that balance kind of going. If you don't eat and you just you feel like your body is kind of like the thing that's trying to tell you what you should do. If you're hungry, you should eat, because this thing is smarter than your brain, most likely.
Slow down if you don't have energy, right?
Definitely. So I mean, there's probably a lot more things, but they're not really that important because everybody else has differences.
Okay. All right. So this next question is from Aidil Fikri. What's your advice on being a better support player?
It's not an easy answer to give. You have to, like, being a support player has the same, like, it's the hardest role, most likely these days, and to master, let's say. And it's not like the hardest role to play from the get-go in the game, but it's probably hardest to master, and because you have to kind of make the game yourself to be like, you make the moves on the map and you make the rotations and you make how the game kind of looks out in the end. But I don't know, it's kind of like you must understand how valuable you are. Supports some of the times, like they think that they're worthless and you don't need them, but every support is very important, and supports most likely these days they carry the game. If everything works for the supports, if they do everything correctly in the game, then you'll have an easy game. You should find ways to make yourself find your strengths of the support, because you understand the strength of a mid laner. Yeah, he gets like snowballing, he's pretty good, right? But so can supports do that.
This next question is from Sharif Kamil. What do you think of heroes like the Oracle and Earth Spirit in Captain Mode? Will they be banned in every match?
Oracle probably not, but Earth Spirit might be.
Yeah?
I don't know. I just don't like those heroes because genuinely, I hate heroes that have this gimmick of too much availabilities. It's like you have these old school heroes, like you have Sven, has a stun, has a button that makes you all run fast and gives you armor. Has cleave, ultimate gives like whatever like damage.
Yeah.
And you get Earth Spirit. This is like apparently he has 6 stones. They all revolve kind of around the 3 spells that you have. One like does this. If you redo this, you do that. If one slows, kind of one pulls down. Everything's like kind of like messy. It's totally, it's crazy messy and stuff. It's like everything gives something to something, and there's so much like percentages and suffixes and everything, prefixes, whatever the crap is all about. And then you got Race King. Yep, I got a passive. I got another passive, and I got another passive, and a stun. Like, all right, like, how about you change that hero before you even bring that stuff in here? Because that hero is like a MMO character, and you've gotten apparently like all the good items that do all these crazy moves that you have, and balls and circles and whatever, whatnot, and stones and everything. But it doesn't fit into this scenario where there are other situations like that. So I dislike it in that sense.
And this next question is from Muhammad Azik. What is your height?
I think it's close to 2 meters. I am not sure. I think it's like 98, maybe. Maybe I've grown a bit. Maybe I've grown. Maybe I've gotten, decreased in growth. Maybe I'm shorter now.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old.
You later.
Sure. I guess.
Okay. This next question is from Kwang Long. What is the most important thing when deciding which hero to ban?
I mean, these days you usually ban the most favorable hero or the enemy, which they want. And you don't really think much about it. By the sense, you think it like this. If you remove that hero, then you have an availability of strategies to play because you remove that hero.
Yeah.
And that's 70% of the games. Usually, Dota revolves around the fact that you understand what heroes are the best, so you remove some of those, and then you play a regular game.
Yeah.
That's just playing outpick and whatever. But if you have strategies that are just connected to your team and nobody else, like VG Gaming does not play the same strategies as OG does, so you have to ban differently against OG, because it doesn't matter if you think, oh, these heroes are great, you think that they don't even care about those things. So you have to kind of think about them.
Right.
So you have to kind of ban the heroes that the enemy enjoys most playing. And they create more strategies with that similar hero that you're kind of banning. So you're leaving out, like you're removing like an aspect of branches which they can go to.
Harun Hussein, as a pro, how do you maintain momentum in a game? And how long does it usually take to form a good understanding within a team?
I'll answer the second question first. It's different for every other team that I've been to. In let's say Navi, when I first joined, it was fairly easy. Like we all kind of understood that what we want to do, because we were all at the same point, and we understood everything, like from the get-go, what we wanted to do. So it took us like 2 days to already do, or like didn't even take a day. Probably it just works, because we all understood what to do, or most of us. So the ones that didn't understand pretty much had to just understand it, and it was fairly easy to see because, oh, you're all kind of doing it. I am the one out. I should do that too then. All right, good. That's it. We're doing it. For whatever, like the second version of Navi, it kind of like took like whatever, like 2 weeks perhaps. The third version of didn't exist, right? Yeah. So then came like Secret. For Secret, it went for the first Secret. It took like perhaps 3 weeks or a month even. And to be honest, it took like 3 weeks to a month to just already play okay. Like, let's say 3 weeks. And then after 2 months, we only started realizing what we should aim for in that sense. Like, because in Navi, the aiming for already, like, we already knew what we wanted to aim for. But essentially, I would say 3 weeks. And because we had a lot of problems. Fly wanted to play carry, Kuro wanted to play carry, who plays off lane. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm support. You guys deal with your problems. I mean, I had to deal with their problems because I have to choose in the end of the day because nobody wanted to make a choice. Everybody wants to be the nice guy, which is the worst thing to do in a team, to be the nice guy in that sense. Because being passive in a team is like just watching, just doing nothing in a sense. Just sitting behind, kind of like, well, seems like your problem. I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah, but you're not doing anything right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just sitting there. There's like two guys arguing with each other. One guy's right, one guy's wrong. Let's say it like that. Who cares? It happens. It doesn't even matter. Sometimes it's hard to understand who is right and wrong. But in some cases, it's like, well, gonna have to make a choice, guys. You can do a voting. You can maybe figure things out. But at least do something. Because being in the corner and being like, yep, I'm gonna like wait till you guys do it and come back and see what you, because you can't, a team must work together in order to become the best. If there are people that do not work together, then most likely a person is doing much more work for the others, which kind of happens all the time. But that's just annoying.
I get it.
But for this secret, maybe it took, this one right now, maybe it took like 2 weeks to get there, maybe somewhere, and then we already understood everything what we wanted to get go. For the team secret of Arteezy, Zai, and S4, Kuro and stuff, that one took way longer. Yeah, way longer. It took like at least 2-3 months.
Wow. Was it a communication breakdown or?
No, it was like people just didn't want to. People didn't just want to like go one way. They always wanted to. And there was like very many ego issues anyway. Like it's just depressing in that sense. In the end of the day, like we started doing some moves, or at least I started doing some moves that kind of made the team work a little bit more. Made some placebo effects happen. Yeah, it's not like I'm not a leader or anything. It's not like I'm not like, but if I like remove myself from the captain spot, maybe like people will like understand that, oh, well, now it's like, and S4 wasn't like really talking and stuff. He just stopped talking. He got like demoralized after losing some tournaments and blamed it on himself apparently. And like, dude, just stop, you know, just relax, all right, whatever, just cool down a little bit. But it doesn't really matter. I just understood something must be done, and people weren't really trusting me. I had some ego issues and stuff, and like I don't know, like, and then at the end of the day, like, I don't know why that happened, but apparently we had to lose TI because of it. Because in TI, people started realizing that I was kind of like okay, apparently. But the problem was that the placebo effect didn't last longer. It should have lasted longer than because it lasted pretty good. We won like 4 tournaments in a row and stuff. Yeah, so like we were like, yeah, man, just keep going till TI. Let's not make this toxic, all right? Let's go. And then everything went down the hill, but you know, whatever.